Welcome back again to some Napoleon Total War Mayhem. It's going to be a 4 versus 4 on the Sunken Jungle map. It's actually my very first 4 versus 4 that I've ever played. And yeah, as you can see, it's it's pretty damn big. In fact, just to give you a sense of the sheer scope of the map, I believe actually, am I playing as France? I don't think I am, actually. I can't remember. In any case, just to give you a sense of the scale of the map, we'll just actually start from one end and we shall go to the next end. In fact, it's actually affecting my frame rate a bit. Oh, that's right. That's actually a bit of water there in. So, yeah. Okay, whatever. Let's just keep on going through. So, there we go. There you go. That's a sheer scope of the map right there. In fact, I might just, so I can actually scroll down a decent amount of time. We'll just get the camera to zoom up just a bit. So yeah, just flying across the treetops, observing all of our troops that are deployed forward. And yeah, we definitely have quite a few French players, and okay, we've got British as well. Oh, actually no, all that stuff was belonged to France. So also got British, so France, Britain, fighting side by side. Who to think? And this is all their infantry getting ready for the battle. Oh, it's actually about to begin, in fact. So we'll speed things up a bit, actually. So yeah, the British. Looks like more British and more French. So I can't remember which one I was actually playing. Oh, actually, that's right. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, I was playing as this lot of French right here, and my opponent, I think, was Pilot of Poland. He was playing as a French as well. So French and British troops all over the place. We also got Austrians, and I think they're meant to be good with light infantry, but you can only carry 2 squads for the server rules, so there we go. Also got more French, and British, so there we go. A bit of variance, God forbid. So British, French, and no, not the Prussians, the Austrians. Yeah, Austrians. Yes, indeed. Now there we go. See how this works out. So it's going to be a lot of action to take. A lot of stuff happening all at once to take it all in. Is going to be quite challenging, but we shall try. We do have infantry cavalry charges happening all over. We've also got a on this side of the map, all the way over here, which is that's right. Yeah, British versus the French. Yeah, that's right. I believe it was French versus French on my side. So yeah, we're on the other side of the map there. Strange, very strange perspective there. But in any case, yeah, we do have charges happening all over the place. Cavalry, funnily enough, coming into the fray first due to their speed. And yeah, we're here. We got a whole bunch of enemy British cavalry engaging something. I can't even see our own damn flag there. But let's see, is that it? Yeah, here we go. Engaging our chasseurs et cheval. And yeah, they're probably going to want to get out of there, to say the least. In fact, these guys seem to be completely ignoring them, just completely ignoring them, charging ahead, probably. Oh no, actually, no, never mind. Also going to be charging through with their own foot guards, and at the same time, they did try to charge in with their 15th Hussars, not the 16th, not the 14th, the 15th. You heard that right, 15th Hussars. But yeah, the 2 of these guys in square formation, going to ruin their day, to say the least. So yeah, I'll try to keep track of the combat as much as possible. At the moment, we're having just a few quick cavalry charges, and it looks like both teams seem to be pretty on the ball when it comes to their square micro. Forming into square just the right moments, managing to rout the cavalry charges on both sides. Very nicely done. And yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure why some of us are even sending stuff in piecemeal like that either. Just a single squad here and there is not really going to cut it, unless if you can really hit something critical and undefended. And it's going to be kind of hard to find too many undefended places. I mean, they're probably hiding in this this forest actually, but yeah, going to have basically more or less one continuous line across the battlefield, and yeah, it'll basically be up to either side to try to punch a hole and to exploit gaps in the enemy's defences, just like Patton, except that's a different era. But anyway, I think the analogy sort of carries through, but maybe not. But anyway, whatever. That's, I think, going to be the general gist of it, this particular battle anyway. And we'll see how that works out. We've got chasseurs basically massacring the crap out of our riflemen. At the same time, I think we also had some cavalry in the fray, but kind of hard to tell because all these bloody trees. Kind of annoying, but oh well. Providing a bit of concealment, why not? Another cavalry charge. Basically, both lines are forming up to meet each other, and doesn't seem to be any real significant breakouts. We do have a bit of micromanagement by my British ally, not getting these guys into square formation quick enough. These light dragoons, thankfully, are not going to have too much of an actual amount of endurance, and these guys are going to come in as well. The foot guys, but they're going to be charged by the King's German Legion Light Dragoons of Great Britain, our opponents. But yeah, these guys managing to get into square at the right time. Countercharge by allied British Dragoons, definitely going to take out these guys most likely. But that is not going to save us from the long-range firepower of the Coldstream Guards and the... actually, is that it? Yeah, Coldstream Guards and the Foot Guards. So, yeah, definitely quite a bit of back and forth action happening there. We do manage to take out light Dragoons, but in turn we do allow our opponents to get some pot shots in with their Coldstream Guards. So we'll just have a look at what's happening elsewhere on the battlefield. We have a charge by the Young Guard of France against all these British troops, and funnily enough, it isn't exactly working too well. So given that that's a foregone conclusion, we shall go on to what else is happening in the map. Looks like Austria trying to charge forward with their Fusiliers. Not exactly working out too well. I don't know why the hell he's doing that with Fusiliers charging straight into melee, taking loads of damage, and yeah. At the very least though, with that charge, that actually did manage to restore quite a bit of the morale, but yeah, I mean, these Highland Foots, they're not too concerned. They can hack these guys to pieces pretty easily, although it does look like my British ally is going to be retreating, maybe? I think he's just trying to reform these lines. Bit of an odd way to do it, though, I'll say that much, but hopefully he's going to reform them back. Yeah, no, he's going to do that. Yep, definitely on top of his micro there, very nicely done. Could definitely do a bit of better micro. Actually, no, never mind. I was going to say he should form into square, but it's just versus these infantry. I think he should be all right. In fact, he's actually going to. Oh, he's actually going to form up. Yeah, to get a nice sort of. Okay. Well, he did get a nice sort of flank off, but I thought what he was actually going to do was just shoot these guys, you know, from this direction, and hopefully not hit too many of his own guys in the process. I don't think he will actually, given all these blue suits. If he can get these guys to form up like this and then shoot into this little general blob here, I'm pretty sure he should be able to do quite a bit of damage and not really hit his own guys in the process. But Nope instead is going to be challenging with his own lifeguards, and yeah, as you can see, we've just got a general melee happening here. Very, Jesus Christ, very noisy as you can tell. But yeah, the battle is, well, as you can see, it's going on pretty much all along the front, really. Power bar is smacked up in the middle for both. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a bit of a, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a close game to say the least. We'll just have a look what's happening on my part of the flank, on my part of the front actually, on my flank basically. And at the moment, yeah, just basically forming, reforming, and managing to actually kill off a couple of these chasseurs as they move around. Very nicely done. These chasseurs trying to, you know, just pick off these guys from long range. Doesn't look like it might happen. That doesn't look like it will happen, should I say, because of these lancers coming in, and all very nicely done, managing to charge straight into these guys. These guys don't even get a shot off. Unfortunately, the Fusiliers do, but keep in mind that they're also shooting into the backs of the Leger infantry as well. So these guys definitely getting whittled down a bit. I have to watch out though. These Lanciers, well, they're powerful. Indeed, they're powerful on the charge. In fact, they're actually going to get counter-charged by the Polish Guard Lancers. These guys are on the verge of routing, and I think they actually might rout, which is going to suck a bit. I did manage to do a bit of damage there at the very least, but yeah, kind of bringing the wrath of Pilot of Poland down upon myself. Yeah, these guys, they should have retreated after the successful charge against the light infantry squad. But yeah, because that's what Lancers do basically. Well, cavalry in general actually should be a bit more of a hit and run affair. Sometimes it depends really on the circumstances and the actual types that you're using. But in either case, yeah, unfortunately I'm going to get charged. Wow, that's something you don't hear too often. an entire unit actually dying rather than routing. But in any case, I did manage to get into square, thankfully, for 2 of my squads. This squad, unfortunately, not quite getting into square just yet, but these guys managing to do just fine and dandy. But yeah, they're just getting charged to hell and back by these cavalry. Thankfully, the square formation should be able to help them out a bit, although these guys could actually come out of square formation. But yeah, this is not taking place in a vacuum, though, because as you can see, we do have pilots of Poland's troops moving up to take advantage of my guys being in square, and these guys just running around doing a nice little dance here. My own guys are managing to hold out here, but my right flank is collapsing slowly but surely. But we shall leave them to that. We'll just have to wait and see what happens there, and we'll check out what's happening in the left part of the map. And as you can see, we just got mad charges happening all over the place. In fact, we actually got the Hungarian Grenadiers retreating, which is kind of funny given that they're meant to be more like melee specialists. There we go, finally getting into the... Indeed. Yeah, whatever. Finally getting into the action, but really against Highland Foots and more Highland Foots apparently. These guys don't stand too much of a chance, and yeah, these guys are going to be counter-charging as well. The Grenadiers are completely screwed, although they are getting our guys to retreat a bit, although these guys can try to retreat as well, then take pot shots at them. We'll see how that works out. What else do we have happening on the other portions of the map? Well, we do have soldiers exchanging fire. Looks like the Hungarians, not the Hungarians, sorry. The Austrians using the Hungarian infantry, apparently. Interesting how that works, but there you go. Now taking a few pot shots at us, and what the fuck is going on here? Oh, Great Britain's Highland Foots are doing an interesting maneuver, reforming, taking a few shots by the Fusiliers, but nothing too significant, thankfully. In fact, from what I can tell, we actually do have my ally managing to form a nice little concave on these troops. And as a result, these guys are going to die pretty horribly. Yeah, they're basically surrounded on pretty much all fronts except the rear, so they can still retreat if they want to, but nope, they're just going to charge. Death before dishonor and all that jazz. Well, why not, I guess. What are these guys anyway? Hungarian, indeed, Hungarian Fusiliers and Highland Foots. Not really sure who should actually win that, but in any case, we did manage to kill off one of their generals, should I say. Not really sure why I said it like that, but there we go. So we did manage to do that, actually. It's going to be a pretty significant blow to their morale, and we'll just see what's happening. Yeah, we'll see what's happening further down. What the... Okay, this is... Oh, okay, so we actually have a bit of a concave being set up by our opponents here, and... Oh, this is actually on my flank. Okay, we're actually back to my flank, it seems. I think. Yeah, France versus France. Yeah, this is my flank. Basically, Old Guard and Polish Legion up against 3 squads and charging cavalry. Not going to work out too well for me, most likely. These guys are still holding strong. Going to be reinforcing with Swiss foot and such, but it's still going to be a bit tricky to be able to pull ahead. But there we go. That's my flank for you. Just whoopsie long. We'll go back to the battle lines. It looks like in the middle, though, what counts as the middle, sort of. Looks like my ally mostly managed to beat back our opponents, so very nicely done. They'll be able to reinforce the other parts of the line. And, well, really, there's just so much going on, it's kind of hard to actually keep track of it all, really. I go from one thing to another, trying to provide something resembling analysis, but, well, here we go, there we go. This should be interesting, actually. We do have what appears to be an attempted flank, mostly consisting of foot, Highland Foot, and Light Foot, as well as some lifeguards joining in. Unfortunately, they're going to come up against the Swiss Foot. God, quite a few feet infantry here, it seems. But there we go. Even more Light Foot coming in to help them out, because why not? We definitely could do with the general. Wow, we definitely could do with the general actually to help stabilize their morale a bit. But there we go. The flank is being executed, but it looks like our enemy French player does see this happening, and in fact he's actually going to countercharge with the Old Guard, presumably because they're completely out of ammunition, and away they go. It's interesting, it sounds like as if their charge cry was actually cut short there, very strange indeed, but in any case they actually did manage to completely disintegrate one squad, I think, routing them before their flag finished. God damn it. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, routing them before their flag routing them before the flag completely disappeared. These guys routing as well, and yeah, Old Guard. Wow, very, very solid effort by the Old Guard, actually. They're definitely giving a good account of themselves, that's for sure. The fact that they also demoralize enemy infantry helps out quite a bit, and yeah, which is interesting, because they killed off 2 of their generals, so half of the generals for this battle are actually dead, and yet we're still having morale problems. Pretty significant morale problems on our front. These guys mostly just shooting their allies in the back there, whoopsie long, but yeah, our foot infantry not going to fare too well against the Old Guard, and the Old Guard still have pretty decent numbers as well, so very nicely done actually. Basically completely defeating this attempted flank actually. We are going to be reforming our lines at the very least, and we'll see how that works out though. We do still have some light infantry, both squads for my ally managing to stay alive, so that's pretty significant, but these Old Guard squads, they are just ridiculous charging in like that, god damn. Alright, well, looking over the rest of the battlefield. Indeed. Looking over the rest of the battlefield, looks like not much really happening. We just have troops maneuvering around to get into good position. Got Fencibles managing to shoot the crap out of the chasseurs. I'm assuming the chasseurs are out of ammunition, otherwise charging like this would not be a good idea. We'll see how this works out though. They seem to be they seem to be jogging rather than actually charging, but well, in either case, there they go. But they're going to get counter-charged by foot guards, and that's pretty much going to that's pretty much going to spell their demise, most likely. Especially these guys. Yeah, these guys can just flank if they want to, really. But, yeah. I mean, look at the power bar, definitely swinging in our favour. It's still anyone's game, though. Definitely still anyone's game. And as you can see, we do have French versus French, France versus France, should I say, still occurring. The fact, just trying to get the correct angle here, sort of. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So, wait a minute. Is this? Oh no, this is not actually my flank. This is actually the French/British flank, I think. Yeah, these guys. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're charging forward, basically taking them out, and yeah, well, they're trying to hold out. Interesting using a square formation like that. There's nothing actually charging them. In fact, leaving this Polish Legion squad out on their own, not doing anything, is generally a pretty bad idea. In fact, look at this. This is yeah, this French player. Indeed. What he could have done is actually could have reformed them, which is actually what he did now, but he could have actually sent them forward here to get a nice little flank on these foot infantry. That actually would definitely help quite a bit. But Napoleon is actually going to, not really sure what he's doing. Is he going to charge as well, just going to move them into position? We'll see what happens though. I dare say, yeah, I won't be able to do too much against the massive amount of troops that we have here. Oh, wait a minute, no, this is France versus friendly France. Actually, no, I think this actually is my flank. Oh yeah, that's right, on this right flank here, I think. Let's just go back over here actually and see what's happening. So as you can see, we're basically outflanking the crap out of our opponents, and yeah, they're slowly but surely disintegrating into many pieces. And no, never mind, this is my flank, I think. So we've got so many French players, it's just ridiculous now actually, but I think this is my flank actually. Yeah, as you can see, oh no, yeah, actually that's right, it is. Yeah, I had these guys formed around here, then they swung around, and as you can see, Pilot of Poland is, well, he's got a bit of a surround on me. Only with one squad of Fusiliers though, so it's not like as if I can't just reorient my guys.
Victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Indeed, reorient my guys. Yeah, managed to take out his Fusiliers of the line, and there we go. Yep, these guys are going to reorient to face the other Fusiliers. Once I send these guys out, yeah, these guys should be able to collapse. They should collapse relatively quickly, but I'm not out of the woods just yet. I did manage to survive Pilot's onslaught so far. In fact, I seem to have more troops than he does actually. But as you can see, he's got a bit of a surround on me. We'll see. The problem is that he does have technically a surround on me, but he doesn't really have too many troops to really form a proper surround. I mean, he's basically got one squad here who's attacking me from behind, but I can easily just reorient one or two squads to fire against them. Speaking of which, these guys should really be firing, but anyway. He's got another squad here, a single squad, which I can easily reorient my troops again to fire against him. He does have two squads here though. They're forming a bit of a concave. For a second I thought I was going to say conclave, but not quite. They're forming a concave consisting of a conclave of troops. young guards compared to old guards. Sorry, no, complemented by
Our
old
men are
guards.
running, sir.
And yep, they're actually doing a bit of damage. These guys actually completely screwed the so-called brave infantry, not being as brave as you'd think they are. At the very least, I'm taking out a Swiss foot infantry. My own Swiss foot are in trouble though. But I do manage to get them to form square just in the nick of time. And the general staff, I might actually be able to take out the general staff, in fact. Or not. Oh well, whatever. We'll take out his Swiss foot as they charge in, because why not? Bam, and yeah, something tells me I should be able to handle that pretty easily. So given what's happening elsewhere on the map, yeah, I dare say the only real battle remaining is, yeah, the only real battle we have is this flank right here. And yeah, that infantry charge completely being destroyed. In fact, for some reason I've decided to send up my general staff, even though there's no actual point in doing that, because these guys' flag has disappeared, so I don't really have to worry about that. But yeah, well, there we go. I mean, we do still have the old guard complemented by the young guard, or the other way around, whatever. Well, compared to the young guard, they're much better, but whatever. They're still charging forward, though, and they definitely are forcing my lines back, actually even managing to conceal themselves. So definitely squishing my lines a bit, but they're not buckling, though. They're definitely managing to hold, and what the hell, let's see what else we got happening there. Not much else really. Screw it, let's just focus on this last bit, because really, well, actually no, screw it, we're here now. Let's just see the demise of Pilot of Poland. Throughout the game he actually was complaining about lag, but I also got lag on my end as well. In fact, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if it was this particular Old Guard squad or if it was another Old Guard squad, and actually I think there were a few of them I had, that they literally did not respond to my orders at all, and yeah. That was generally pretty bad, to say the least. Basically meant that I lost way more than I should have just because of the lag. And my guys not responding to orders. Whoopsie long. So we have the final valiant charge by the Old Guard of France. And wow, they fell apart pretty easily. In fact, we just have the general staff to worry about, and that's it. And yeah, we also got guys routing all over the battlefield. Yep, the general staff. Who's this? Medical Assault. So they're still in play, and that's it really. Every one of any, well, all of our opponent's squads are retreating from the battlefield basically. And yeah, looks like rather than just retreating forever or trying to retreat forever, they're just going to charge straight into the line. Death before dishonor and all that. Great term. Indeed. In fact, even got Napoleon Bonaparte himself actually charging in. Yes, great term indeed. Well, there we go. They died without dishonor, I guess. But anyway, enough of that. Now we just got pilots, general staff to worry about, and that is literally it. I think. Yeah, that's it actually. Yeah. I just fast forward actually. I don't know why I'm not just charging forward. I'm just trying to, I don't know, get my guys into the perfect position or something. I think I'll fast forward. And bit of fireworks or something happening there. See, all their generals are pretty much dead. Just this general staff remains. And it'd be kind of ironic actually if they get taken out by Napoleon Bonaparte. In fact, let's just play. Yep, there's Napoleon himself charging an enemy French general staff. Not bad indeed. Alright, well, what the hell? View this. Actually, we'll just fast forward until they actually close the ranks there. Come on. So these guys are just going to stand there and take it. And there we go, we shall witness the glorious charge of Napoleon versus the French. Some generic French general running into trees as well. Because these guys can't path for shit. There we go, they're going to run straight into the generic general staff. Yep, they don't have an actual general there, or like a named general, should I say. Napoleon Bonaparte being the more effective general, basically, and, well... There you go, these guys are basically pinned down to the spot. The generic general staff being pinned down. Here comes my generic general staff though. Basically going to sandwich these general staff, and yeah, that's pretty much going to be the end. Napoleon himself charging into battle. Bam. And that is that. Indeed, generic general is down. And they have it. Finally getting victory after completely annihilating them. So yeah, I dare say probably doing a bit better that round compared to the previous one. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed that, and there we go. I shall see you all next time.